All right, back 9 time, here we go. Welcome back to using the scoring method to try and break 90 for the first time in this channel's history. The scoring method is designed to help you eliminate big numbers. That doesn't mean you still won't have them. We shot 49 on the front. We are going to try to do better this time. Here we go. Par 3, number 10, 155 yards. For those of you that stuck around for the first part, you know that we have to go one shot on a par 3 to get inside the scoring zone. But there's water all along the front. So I'm going to take a club, my 8-iron, that's going to take this water completely out of play. Just get over the water. We should be all right. I don't even know if you can hear me from way over here. Just get it on the ground. I can 2-putt from there. Well, I have to hit it. Let's get this in the hole for bogey, man. Oh. Okay. That's a double because we got down in 4, but that's okay. Could have been much, much worse. All right, boys, hole 11 is a 366-yard par 4. I know we haven't really been hitting it well off the tee for those of you that have been watching part 1, but we are going to gear up a little bit to a 5-wood off the tee for now. We're going to have to take driver next hole. I'll explain why. Since we know our miss, which is we're missing everything to the right, I'm teeing up on the right side of the tee box, and I'm playing for a cut. And it's a straight pull, but I think it'll be okay. I saw it bounce. It's alive. So just in case this is your first time seeing my video and you didn't get the chance to watch part 1, I would highly recommend watching part 1 because I really go into detail and explain the scoring method, what it is, how to use it, all that stuff, and I include a link to the actual course. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, know that I am not Grant Horvat or a member of Good. I'm not even a single-digit handicap. Some days I play like I am off camera, but on camera, just equate me to a 20 handicap, buddy. So we're using the scoring method, and we're trying to be very smart with our decisions to hopefully give ourselves a good chance of finally breaking 90 on camera. I can do it off camera plenty of times, but you put a camera on my face, I guess because it's just me out here, it's not good. So let's try to find our ball. All right, 106 to the flag. We have a little bit of helping wind, so really push that 5-wood. Game 1, get it inside 100 yards in 2 on a par 4. So let's do that, but obviously advance it as far as we can without getting into trouble. Let's take a 60, make a nice full swing. We've got a lot of green in the middle to work with, so let's do that. I caught that fat, but you know what? We're in the scoring zone. Game 1 is done. Game 2, get it down in 3. Now that we're inside 100 yards. So I'm just gonna take this pitching wedge, pop it on the fringe, let it run up close to the hole, 2-putt, get my bogey, get out of here. And that's fine, I can 2-putt from there. And that is a-okay. But usually when you're inside 4 feet, you don't really want to leave the hole. So now we have a 2-putt, easy 2-putt bogey. Now we move on to the next hole. All right, so hole 12 is a 490-yard par 5. But with the scoring method, you get 3 shots to get it inside 100 yards on a par 5. So I have to take driver here because it is a 260-yard carry to the fairway from back here. And we're gonna aim at the leftmost tree and let it cut because this is a dogleg right. It opens up quite a bit over there. Oh, and I pull it left. All right, instead of re-teeing, I'm just gonna go up there and take a drop. You know, maybe for this back 9, I just need to loosen up. Anybody got a beer? Yeah, I feel like I got a stick up my ass today for some reason. I mean, I said in part 1, today's a special round because 1, I'm getting to play again. I played yesterday, but my phone battery died while trying to record. Sorry for the shakiness. While trying to record this, I couldn't even make it past hole 13. So it's a Saturday and my wife is letting me play today. So shout out to my wife for that. But yeah, maybe I just need to loosen up, dude. But I'm just trying to show you guys that like the scoring method is really stinking cool. But I think because I got a camera on me and it's me having to set up everything, it's pretty bad. The goal here is just to lay up. I know We're hitting our third shot, but I don't want to compound any errors. Not ideal, but it's in play. Alrighty, so that was my third. This is my fourth. And what I love about the scoring method is normally this would be frustrating, but right now you're split up into 2 games. So first game is get it inside the scoring zone, which is 100 yards. I'm 181 yards away from the flag. I could realistically take a 7-iron, which I think that's what I'm gonna do, and try to get this on the green. But worst case scenario, if we chunk it and it goes 80 yards, we'll be okay. I think it's actually over the green. All right, boys, we got away with it. I guess my rangefinder got the number to these. And I mean, we're on. The goal is to get down in 3, so I got 2 more shots to do it. Come on. So that was a bit of an awkward... Where's the hole? Oh, I may have this lined up wrong. I do. Okay, so that was a bit of an awkward chip, but I got about 18 feet. Again, not too worried about the line. This feels like a bit of a double breaker. So let's just try to knock this close. Tap it in for double. I will gladly take that. Thank you very much, Miss Darla. Gotta sink this though. Okay. All right, boys, we're 5 over on the back. Let's just try to make good decisions for the rest of the round here. I'm gonna take a 5 wood. This club seems to be pretty reliable today. This is a tight hole, but I think we're gonna be okay. I don't even remember the length of the hole, but I do know 5 wood normally is a pretty good club choice here for me. Yeah, a little stinger, never hurt nobody. Yeah, that's perfect. Phone is currently on 45%, and I'm not helping it doing this, but you know what? I think we're gonna be able to make it, because when I played here yesterday, when I was on this hole, I was at 8% for some reason. So I've tried everything to keep my phone battery conserved. I've got an iPhone 13 Pro, so if you guys have any hacks, I turn my phone to airplane mode to save battery. I've got this MagSafe power bank, so if you guys have any other hacks in the comments, let me know. I would appreciate it. We're smack dab in the middle of the fairway here, boys. Over 110. I do have this tree. Question is, do I take a full 52, try to go for the green? I think we do. Or maybe a full 56. Let's try that. I chunked it. But we're in the scoring zone. Come on, baby. I could take a pitching wedge, but there's a waste area right here in the front of the green. So if you got to go high, you got to go high. So we're going to take a 56, just pop it up there. Oh my God, I almost killed a bird. Short of the green, but long of the waste area. Let's just run it up there, try to get it close to our 1-putt circle. Sit, sit. I think that's doable. Hopefully you guys can see it so I don't have to move the tripod. I pushed it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's a double. All right, boys, this hole is screaming for driver, but driver is not driving today. So let's take our 5 wood again, since it hasn't gotten us into trouble on this 9, and just put it right down the middle. Yeah, I mean, it's right. It might hit the cart path, it might be short. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, boys, 108 is the number. We are on an uphill lie out the rough. I'm gonna take a 52, full swing it. There's trouble left, and if we go right, that's okay. Just somewhere on the green would be great here. That was hit well. Okay, back of the green. Maybe a little too much club, but that's okay. Alrighty, I believe I have a pitch mark to fix. I don't think this is mine. I see mine. Here we are. There's multiple, actually. Oh, actually, I landed off the green. Somebody is having a heyday. All right, why are there shooting ranges near golf courses? I'll never know. I'm just gonna put this close. Get off this double and triple train that we've been on. Sit, stop. Okay. Didn't play enough brake. That's a bogey though, that's okay. We got down in 3, that's a check mark. Let's not get emotional here. Look at this freaking view, dude. I could give 2 shits what my score is right now. I know this is the Break 90 series, but first and foremost, when you set a score goal, you're already screwing yourself and shooting yourself in the foot because you're creating expectation, which also creates tension. And so I'm just gonna take a minute and enjoy this nice view that is also turning me into Helen Keller because I can't freaking see a thing. And we're gonna take a driver here. This is a 419 yard par 4, I believe, unless my eyes are tricking me. But we just need to get this inside the scoring zone in 2. So we need to hit this 319 yards, I believe. That is the best tee shot I've hit on this freaking hole. Okay. Is the driver back, baby? Is the driver back? No, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I realized 2 things. I'm probably not breaking 90 in this video. And B, I've stopped caring. And C, as a bonus tip, I think there's a group of 4 in front of me. So now I gotta step on the brakes a bit. We gotta push pause. I don't want to push up on these people and then be like, oh, you can play through. No, man, I'm filming. No. I got nobody behind me. I don't want any pressure. We're A-okay. So anyways, hey, if you guys have, I don't want to say enjoyed the video per se from a standpoint of, wow, this is really good golf. Like this video if this is relatable. You think you're doing everything right, but then everything is just not going right. You know what I mean? The good news is the scoring method gives us feedback so that we can form a practice plan and focus on that based on objective data and not, oh, well, I feel like my driver was messing me up. And obviously, yes, I have further feedback for that because we're videoing everything. I have no clue where my ball went, but I know it's not in the water, so that's good. We are inside the scoring zone in 1. We have 95 yards. Let's not mess this up. Just make a nice committed swing. It's a back pin, so anything middle of the green is good. This might be a bit of a jumper too. Come on. A little left. Oh, it's on the green. Green and reg, let's go, baby. What's gonna happen first? Am I gonna run out of daylight or is my phone battery gonna die? All right, massively downhill. I know I'm not really concerned about the line, but boy, it'd be nice to have a birdie right here. I literally just tapped that and look at how far it rolled out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a par. Come on. Come on, baby. We got 3 to play. Let's turn it around. Come on. Par 5. And I know driver just gave us a great drive and a great outcome on that last hole, but it's been too risky. So we're gonna take a 5 wood. I don't even remember the exact yardage off the top of my head, but I know we get 3 shots to get it inside the scoring zone. Let's take our 5 wood and do just that. Come on. Oh no. I know it's a dogleg right. That's not where you want to be. All right, here's the deal. It's in the woods. I can't find it. Would you guys hate me since I'm not going to break 90 today? Would you guys hate me if I just drop back out here in the fairway for my 3rd shot? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to do it anyways, but you can troll me or say, yeah, man, that's fine. You're not good. It's okay. You know, just let me know down below. Alrighty, 230 to the green. Well, 230 to the pin. But again, game 1. Trying to get it into the scoring zone. It doesn't matter if it's in 3 shots or 7. That's just the objective right now. Let's get it inside 100 yards because it kind of tightens up as we get closer to the green. I'm just going to lay up with a 180 shot. That will certainly put me inside 100 yards. So let's take our 7-iron, aim way left because we've been cutting everything. And I'm hitting into the sun too, which sucks. Beautiful backdrop though. Oh my God, I flushed it. Little fader. Oh, that is perfect. Just short of the green. Well, not just short of the green. You know what I mean, all right? Look, guys, we're gonna do it one of these days. I promise. And you can pull up my GEN too to see my scores. Like I'm not bullshitting you guys, dog. I need a videographer, but I can't fucking pay you right now. That's just me being real. I'm sorry. The money that I make off of content creation goes towards golf, and because I don't have the budget of Good or Grant, I can't afford to pay somebody. So it'd be nice, but if I want to keep practicing and playing as much as I do, man, we got to be very, very budget friendly here. Unless one of you guys wants to say, hey man, I'll come do it for free. Bet, dude. That's all I need. I just need you to film. I can edit. I can do everything else. I just need a videographer, because setting up everything myself while trying to maintain pace of play is just, whoo, boy, it's very stressful. Very stressful indeed. All right, my dudes, here we are. What a freaking awesome 7-iron that was. Unless I took 6 and didn't know it. Here we go. We're gonna chip up, 2-putt, make our bogey and get out of here, which is actually really good. It's a little rightward, but that's okay. You know what? That's 4 feet, so let's get her done. Come on. Good bogey. For those of you that said, sure, man, go ahead and take a drop from the fairway, I owe you one. Now, for those of you that are saying, oh, well, bogeys on par 5s are scorecard killers. Brother, I haven't even broken 90 on this channel. Do you understand that? I don't care about strokes gained. I don't care about bogeys on par 5s. I care about getting it inside 100 in regulation and then getting down in 3, okay? And then practicing what went wrong based on what this guy tells me, okay? This right here. So, we got 2 holes to go. Let's see if we can finish strong right here. Come on. Par 3, 192 yards. Not breaking 90 today. I don't even think we're breaking 100 today, but you know, it's all right. We're just gonna finish out these last 2 holes strongly, hopefully, and just get our check mark here. All we gotta do is just hit it 100 yards. We'll be inside the scoring zone. I have a 6-iron here. I'm gonna swing easy and hopefully miss that bunker short left. Or shank it into the woods. Nice, dude. Alrighty, let's drop up there. Golly, bro. I get in this cycle of I'll be hitting the ball fairly well for a few weeks, and then because I'm the one that edits my shit, I'll get into analysis paralysis and be like, oh, I get across the line at the top of my swing. I don't like that. What do I got to do? And then I start fixing stuff without having a coach or even taking lessons. It just happens every single time. So yeah, I'm kind of in that cycle right now. So all right, 3rd shot, here we go. Let's just try to get it on the green. That's got to sit. I just flew the green, man. Oh dear, caught it in the middle though. Look at that. Yeah, we airmailed express this green. Just sit. I heard a thump. Hopefully it's on. Let's just try to knock this close. If not, we will just pick up. I'm running out of daylight. I'm running out of battery. And I have a twosome behind me that I don't want to hold up. So, here we go. You know what? That's close. Let's finish it out. Come on. Okay. Good triple. Yeah, baby. I think we need to have a little conversation on the way to the next hole, guys. I don't know if it's just the stretch of bad rounds I've been having that's made me come to this realization, or the nice warm sun that is shining as it's diving behind the clouds. Depending on how long you've been a part of this community since I've started making golf content. If it's your first time watching, great, thank you, I appreciate it. If you've been watching since the start, I think we need to have a little chat here. When I started this journey, I thought that in 5 years I could try to qualify for a Corn Ferry Tour event. As I have been making content I don't know if I should even try to continue to pursue that. I mean, these guys have been playing since they were 5 years old, dog. Like, it just is what it is. I can't compete with that. And if I would be at a point now, going into my, I think, 3rd year of playing golf regularly, if I'd be shooting in the 70s right now, sure, you know, maybe I'd entertain the thought. And yes, a lot can happen in 5 years. This channel could blow up. I could get access to all kinds of sponsorships and coaches and stuff like that. But I have to work with what I got right now. And I think the reality is we just have to shift a little bit. I'll make another video on that. But for those of you that have stayed this long in the video, TLDR is we're going to shift from trying to push for a Korn Ferry Tour event by 2030 to what happens when a regular everyday golfer tries to be the best that he can be at this game, and share with you what I learned about it along the way. Like, for instance, I'm hard stuck on the scoring method right now. I want to use it. I want to share with you what it looks like in action. But let's finish out this round, dude. We got a par 4, 411 yards. Probably not going to break 90. Let's just rip driver. Money. I think what's really happening is maybe golf is just beating me down so hard to bring me to a point where I gotta stop giving a shit about trying to play well for you guys. Like, stop trying to prove to you guys that I can do this, and just play, bring you guys along with me, and if it happens, it happens, you know what I mean? Golf is a weird thing, and then you add the pressure of trying to document the journey and putting it out there on the internet for people to see. It's harder than most people think. For anyone who hates on it, I would strongly encourage you to do it yourself and see what it's like to do it at a public course with other people around that hate having somebody in front of them that has a tripod. Now, I could go the other route and just turn this miraculous corner and start editing out all the bad shots. It would make my rounds take twice as long, but it would make me look a hell of a lot better. But I'm not gonna do that, dog. I want this to be a documentary. I want this to be a storyline that people can follow. And yeah, I'm yapping, bro. I'm yapping, but I got a group of 4 guys on the green that were 4 holes ahead of me that I have now caught up. And that's with me filming. They're standing on every tee box, taking like 10 minutes just yapping. So maybe they should watch my 5 tips I knew sooner as a beginner golfer. Let's hit this approach shot, make this putt, and go home, baby. In other news, guys, we freaking piped it. 95 yards to the pin. This is not a pin you want to go for, though. So let's take a 60, aim for the middle of the green, maybe the left side, because it slopes severely right to left. Or if you chunk it, you're still in the scoring zone, so that's okay. I think if I would have done that with a 52, that would have been the move. All right, boys, I don't know if you can see this, but we're putting from downtown. Need to channel my inner Steph Curry. Just gonna walk it in. Should hit the slope, hit the slope, hit the slope. Come on, baby. Now settle, now settle. Pump the brakes, Wanda, come on. Oh, all right, double bogey to finish. Guys, look, we got a lot of soul searching to do, but expect a future video that talks about kind of where we're going to be going moving forward. I'm not leaving golf YouTube, I'm not stopping, but we are going to kind of shift things to be a little bit more realistic here. So thank you guys for watching. In case you didn't watch part 1, check it out up here. Otherwise, YouTube thinks you should watch this video right here. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Fall golf, really awesome, but see you guys later.